Pins and pens. Our Father in heaven cares about all that concerns us on earth. Nothing is too small for him to notice. No real need goes unfulfilled. The following real-life examples involve the words pin and pen, a safety pin and a writing pen. First, the pin. For added warmth, and mostly for modesty, I sometimes use a pin to more highly close, low-buttoned shirts. But one day I couldn't find the pin. Over the years there were plenty of pins similar to these, but through loaning them or losing them I was left with only one. So it wasn't a pin that I couldn't find, it was the pin. I looked and looked for it. Then finally I prayed. Praise to our faithful God that He guided me to look exactly where He knew that the lost pin was. I've since purchased a box of assorted safety pins, so there isn't just one. But when there was just one, God helping me to find the missing one was a precious reminder of His care over even small things. Now to the story of the pen. Yes, I was later down to one pen. Well, actually two, but the second one is like this, several pens in one, but the ink is drying out, and it's mostly light-colored ink, so the writing isn't easy to read. So I mostly used my one good pen, but feared it would soon be out of ink. Of course, I didn't want to steal a pen from the company's supply, and I didn't really want to keep buying more when so many pens and pencils are given out free as promotionals. So I kept using this same one until I could somehow obtain another. At a staff meeting one day, a coworker needed a pen and asked me if I had one. I hesitated, but I couldn't lie, and telling him that he couldn't use my only pen wasn't a cool option. So I got the pen out of my purse and handed it to him. I thought he just needed a pen briefly to jot down a quick note, but he used it for the rest of the meeting. Thankfully, the borrowed pen was indeed handed back to me when the meeting was over, but I was wondering, why my pen when other people were nearby? Perhaps it was a test of my trust? Did I truly trust that God would answer my pen prayer? Yes, I had actually recently prayed to God for a pen. The next day, another coworker came into my office asking, "Do you need a pen?" At least that's what I heard. Naturally, I was surprised, for I hadn't told any coworkers of the pen need. Then I turned and saw what she was actually offering. A fan, a room fan. Due to her accent, fan had sounded like pen. I explained to her why I laughed, that I'd thought she said pen, and that, though I have several pens on my work desk, I needed a pen for personal use. After confirming the need, she promptly went to her office. She soon returned with 2 pens from her personal collection that she had gathered from various conventions. Our loving Lord had impressed that woman to unselfishly share in order to answer my humble prayer. It can be the same for you, whether you're the one who is praying or the one whom God might choose to use in the answering. From A to Z and everything in between, God knows our every need. He hears our every prayer and lovingly provides.